Hey friends, it's another start to another day in my bathroom. Again, I know I say this every time, but I always say it just in case there are new people here. My camera never wants to focus on my face. It always wants to focus on my shower curtain. So if that's not something, or if that's something that bothers you as much as it bothers me when I go back and edit, you don't even have to watch this. You can just listen. Totally fine. It's 8:19 on Monday. Fairly certain you guys are going to be seeing this on Wednesday. If not Wednesday, then Friday. And yeah, it's Monday. Oh my goodness. We had such a fantabulous weekend. Here's what, normally I'm not really one that's like, ugh, Mondays. But I have had so many days off of work recently just because, I don't know, we had stuff going on last week, and then y'all know I talked about oh my gosh, I didn't even put lotion on my body. What's wrong with me? Monday. Y'all know I talked about kind of adjusting my work schedule so I wasn't going insane. So my hours were kind of cut anyway, but then we just had things going on, so I had to request a lot of time off, and it felt really good. And I work tonight, so that's why I'm kind of like, oh, really? I did take this morning off. I am only working this crazy schedule this week, and then it's done. So I took this morning off, but I probably won't take any other morning days off. But guys, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm curious to see how my attitude about this job will be once I go back to my normal schedule, which is mornings and just Friday and Saturday nights. That will be interesting. We had a great weekend. We had some more birthday festivities for moi. Not really festivities, Friday was my actual birthday, and then Friday we just did something Cernan, Daisy, and I, and then Saturday night Cernan and I went out, which was nice. Went shopping, went to dinner, and then tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we're doing a thing with my family, a birthday thing with my family. So the festivities are just gonna keep on rocking, which I'm not. Who would complain about that? I'm not complaining about that. And yeah, other than that, we had a pretty low-key weekend. Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys my coffee maker. We got a new coffee maker. We've been talking for a long time about getting an espresso. We used to have one way back in the day, a couple years ago, and we ended up giving it away because we just weren't using it as much as we thought we were gonna use it. And now we're like, oh, why did we do that? Because we want one again. We wanted one again. Granted, this was 6 years ago that we had one, but anyways, so they were on sale at Target for $100 off. The one we got to normally $200, it was $100 off, so it was 99 something, and it's the Nespresso maker that does espresso and coffee. So I want to show you guys that because I'm so excited. I feel like that's gonna kind of be our key to not going to Starbucks as often. We shall see if that holds up, but you know, I frequently just get an iced coffee when I go to Starbucks. But my other drink of choice is a grande iced Americano. When Cernan gets Starbucks, he gets a dark roast with an ad shot. So we do consume drinks that have espresso in them, and I just feel like this is gonna save us money in the long run. And we've kind of made a vow that we're not going to start, if we're out, obviously, I don't mean we're never going to Starbucks again, but I mean more in the mornings, you know, Cernan will be like, do you want me to go get coffee? Do you want, whatever. We're not doing that shit anymore with this this new machine. So today, what am I drinking? Starbucks iced coffee with this little fella. This is by Iconic Protein, and It's essentially them trying to get in on the market like the Premier Protein. So it's the same type of like vessel as the Premier Protein. And I love the Iconic protein drinks with like the big twisty lid cap. I actually have one in my fridge. I can show you guys later. But the whole reason I bought them was because I was like, ooh, that's interesting. I love Iconic Protein. They make these now. And there was a $2 off coupon on the box, and it was 30% off on Cartwheel. So they actually ended up coming out to be cheaper than if I were to buy the Premier Protein. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. See what I think about it. They're really good. Now they are different. They only have 20 grams of protein, where the Premier Protein has 30. I think macro-wise it's the same. This is 4 net carbs. Not macros-wise, but carb-wise, I think that's about the same. This is 4 net carbs. Don't quote me on that. And the Iconic Protein doesn't use sucralose, which is kind of, if that's like in your keto world or your diet world, if that's something that's important to you, I thought that was kind of cool. They use monk fruit. They do put blue agave in it, so there are 3 grams of sugars. That is not a deal breaker to me. And yeah, I really like it. I would say in terms of the drink itself, the only difference I really notice is it's not as creamy, which doesn't really bother me because I put heavy whipping cream in mine anyway. And it's not as sweet, which also doesn't bother me because you can just put in your own sweetener. So I actually am really enjoying it. I don't think it's going to be something that I purchase frequently because they're expensive. They're $9.99, which is more than the Premier Protein. But like I said, I got mine on like deal, so it ended up being cheaper. But if you see them out and you're like curious and you're kind of turned off by sucralose, I think it's a great, great option. Okay, so what we are doing today, we actually have like errands and stuff to run today. I feel like normally it's like, we're going to this play place, we're going to this, you know, amusement park, theme park, zoo, and then we're going to Target. I feel like that's what we do every day. Or then we're going to Walmart. But today, I have a doctor's appointment. I have a doctor's appointment for my foot. I think when I hurt my foot, I know I had a YouTube channel because I heard it while I was editing. We'll get there in a minute. But I don't think I had really that many like subscribers, so I'm not sure if any of y'all remember me talking about it, or honestly, even if I talked about it at all. So this was months ago. This was probably in like, what month are we in right now? August? This was probably in like February, maybe March. I was sitting on the couch cross-legged. I was editing. I mean, I was there for a while. I was probably sitting for like over an hour in the same position. And I went to go get up. I had literally, you guys, I had no idea my foot was asleep. Went to go step on it, like put my foot down, but I didn't know my foot was asleep. So it completely gave out. My foot twisted and I fell to the floor. It was the most painful / terrifying thing that I've ever experienced in my life. That's a stretch. Childbirth was pretty rough. But probably next to childbirth, it was the most painful. It was so painful. The pain like started to subside pretty quickly, but my foot was like crazy bruised. Like it looked nasty, you guys. It was so bruised. It was so swollen for about like 2 weeks. Again, the pain wasn't there, but it looked terrible. And then it just went away. Well, after we were at Disney, I realized my foot really started hurting. And I think it's because it got aggravated by all of the walking. It's like the only thing that I can think of, because it was literally the night that we stayed there. I was like, man, my foot is like killing me. Next day, hurt even more. And now it hurts. It hurts to walk on it. It doesn't hurt like if I'm just doing nothing. Like it's not just this like constant pain. It's only when I'm walking, and I don't know if it's a sprain. I don't know if I tore something. I don't know. I've never had I've never like sprained an ankle or like done something to a ligament. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to feel like. So I basically just want to go in and get it checked out, because I don't want to be making it worse by just continually walking on it. Like, if I'm supposed to be wearing, I don't know, like a boot or something. God, I hope I don't have to wear a boot. So I'm doing that. I'm taking Daisy with me because it was like the only, I needed to get in ASAP. So that should be fun. And then after we do that, yes, honey, in the bathroom. All right, friends, I had Daisy come and chat with me, and then I can't do my liner and stuff just like this. I have to use like both hands. So anyways, so then after we go to the doctor, we're going to go to the post office because I'm trying to get a PO box. I'm trying to get a PO box. I reserved it online, so I think it should be pretty easy. It just says I have to bring like 2 forms of ID, and I had to bring these papers that I had to sign. So I'm hoping it'll kind of be a slam dunk. Going to the post office with a toddler is not in my like top 10 things that I'd like to do, but that'll be really exciting. If I do get one, it will of course be down in the description. I mean, I'll tell y'all in this actual video, but I'll put it down in the description box too. I really want one. I've been wanting one, and then I did a live this weekend, and people were like, oh, if you get a PO box, I'll send you this or I'll send you that. And I'm like, 1, you guys are the sweetest. 2, okay. So it kind of pushed me a little bit to really, I know this is like my go-to phrase as of late, but bite the bullet and do it. So I'm hoping we can just get all that squared away today. And then we're gonna go to the play place. So that is our plan for the day. Like I said, I work later. And yeah, so I'm probably not going to check in with you guys until we get home, and then brace yourself for a lot more chatting, because I'm going to have to give you a doctor's update, a PO box update, tell you what I'm eating, tell you what I've eaten. It's going to be a chatty one today, folks, and if y'all don't like that, I'm telling you now, get out while you can. Hi friends, we're home. It's lunchtime. I am so hungry. It's 12:41. I have not eaten anything. I finished the coffee that I showed you. I still have a little bit of the protein drink left because I was in a super rush. I didn't get to go back. I usually go back for like another half cup of iced coffee and then drink the rest of my protein. But I just didn't have time today because we were flying out the door. So I finished what was in here. And I also drank a lime LaCroix, but I have not eaten anything, and I need food. I was gonna make a chaffle BLT because I had that yesterday. It was inspired by Erin, per usual. It was absolutely delicious, but I don't have pre-cooked bacon. So that would require me to actually make bacon right now, and I don't wanna take the time to do that. So I think I'm gonna make a quesadilla and have it with some pork rinds. I'll of course show you guys once it's all done and like plated. But went to the doctor. She said it's most likely a mild ankle sprain. So I don't need x-rays. I don't need to wear any like crazy boot or anything, but she wanted me to go get a leave for the inflammation and take 1 leave in the morning, 1 leave at night for 7 days. And then I got one of those like neoprene like ankle sleeves at Walmart. These things. She wants me to wear this for a week, and if I'm doing like a real excessive amount of walking, she wants me to wear like really supportive shoes, which I'm not gonna argue with that. That makes sense. And essentially she said, if by the end of the week you're still in pain but it's getting better, just keep doing that. But if it's getting worse, to go back in. So that was like at least news, right? Like at least I was told what it was, and it wasn't like terrible
like I broke my ankle. I mean, I knew I hadn't broken my ankle, but you know what I'm saying. Like, at least I got told what it was and I have a solution and we'll go from there. And I got a P.O. box, you guys. I got a P.O. box. It's gonna be in the description box. I got keys, I got everything. Like, it's completely set up. So send me stuff. Like, send me, if you wanna send me, I mean, you can send me stuff. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean like send me things. But like send me letters. I would love letters from you guys, or I don't know. Like, I just think it's so cool to like be able to have a P.O. box and to have for people that actually want to send me things. I really couldn't believe the other day when I did my live stream, people were like, I'll send you this, I'll send you that, I'll send you this. I'm like, what? It's been on my list for a while now to get one, but that kind of just really got my butt in gear. So I'm gonna finish making our lunches, and then I will pop back on here once everything is complete. All right, friends, this is lunch. I have a quesadilla. This is 1 low-carb tortilla, just Mexican shredded cheese, and then some oven roasted turkey in there as well. Some homemade salsa that my mom's friend made. It's delicious. And then these are the blackberry habanero pork rinds from Southern Recipe Small Batch. I have a little mini Gatorade Zero and about half of a LaCroix. What are you eating for lunch? What's on your plate? Chips. Chicken. Mangoes. And what's the red stuff? What's the red stuff for your chicken?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Is it delicious? Yeah. So I'm gonna eat lunch. Our plan is to eat lunch, and then I bought Candyland today. My parents bought it. They have it at their house, and Daisy really likes it, so I bought one for us to have here. And we're gonna—
Can you play with it?
Yeah, we're gonna play some Candyland. And then when she goes down for a nap later, I will show you guys my new pots and pans if you're interested, and our new coffee maker. Today's just the best day. Got the new coffee maker set up. I got to make my quesadilla in my new pan. I got a P.O. box. My ankle's not broken. Things are really going my way today, friends. So yeah, I will check in with y'all later. Okay, friends, it's 2:56. Daisy is already sleeping. That was very quick for her to fall asleep. I almost wanted to go in there and just like take a peek just to make sure everything was okay, because she's usually like up chatting until like 3:15, 3:30, but she fell asleep super quick. She just must have been really tired today. So I wanted to show you guys kind of what I've done with my counters. I just feel like, I don't know, even if you guys don't care, I feel like sometimes when you're watching a video and you see other people cleaning or other people kind of reorganizing, it might inspire you to do the same. So I just kind of want to show you what I've done in terms of that. And then of course show you my new pots and pans set and my beloved coffee machine. Okay, so over here, this is like what feels the best to me. Like, I already feel better about my kitchen with what I've done to these counters. So all of my cookbooks used to be here and I put them in a cabinet. So now I just feel like I have so much more space, and I feel like this is workable space. Like, I can prep and all that stuff over here now. This is the new coffee machine. We want to get a stand. They have a stand where you can put the Nespresso on top, and then a drawer slides out and you can put all your pods in the drawer. That's the one that we want. So we'll kind of see about that. This is just the like sample kit that they give you when you first buy it. And then we still have the Keurig out because we have all these K-cups that we're still burning through. So once we use up all of those, we'll be able to get rid of this. And then I think this is just gonna kind of be a coffee station. Like, I'll have my syrups out, I'll have my sugar and the milk frother and the straws and all that jazz. It'll just be like a nice little coffee station. I want to get something, I want to get a bin, but I want it to be a little bit more, I want it to be like not as long. I want it to be more towards the wall. So kind of like a thin one that just like lays like that, and I can put everything that I need in it. So I'm pumped about that. My KitchenAid mixer used to be here and I moved it over here, and I feel like it just makes more sense. I used to have that big tequila bottle right here and the candle in front of it, but I moved my mixer. I feel like it just fits better here, and it kind of matches this teal utensil container, like with the mint green, and then just bumped my candle over there. All right, to the pots and pans. So I ended up going with the Circulon brand. And I got this set from Costco. So it was normally $200, but it was $50. I wanted to spend $200. That was my max. It was $200, but then it was $50 off, so it was $150, and it was a 13-piece set. So you get 3 of these little pans. I love this little mini one for like sauces, or if there's just a small amount of something I need to heat up for Daisy. That's like the perfect size. Some lids here. We have that big pot in the back, a bigger saucepan, and then some skillets down here. This did not come with the set, and neither did that one way in the back, but I'm really loving it so far. I pulled one out just so I can kind of show you guys. I love the grips. I really enjoy the way that the lids fit on the pans. I also like that the handles are, there's a good distance between the glass and the handle, because my previous pots, there wasn't a lot of distance, so these would get so hot. And then they have this, like, I don't know what they call it, but it's like ridged a little bit, which I guess is part of the whole non-stick thing. Guys, I've done an inside out omelet on this. I've done a quesadilla. I don't have to spray it or anything. It's completely non-stick. And then the handles are gripped as well. Another thing that I like about them is that they are oven safe up until is it 450 or 400? I can't remember if it's 450 or 400, but it's more than what my pots and pans were before, because the ones that I had previously, I could only put them in at 350, which was kind of a bummer when it's like, you know, cook something on the stove and then tells you to like throw it in the oven. It's like, it's unsafe to do that. So I'm pumped about that. And then I'm really excited about this Nespresso. All right, so here is the Nespresso machine. This is the Virtuo Plus. This is the one, like I said, it makes coffee and espresso. So just to kind of like, for reference, these are all of the pods that they make. So this side is all coffee and this side is all espresso. I'm sure you guys have seen the other pods. These are what ours look like, but I'm sure you've seen the other ones that are the kind of like really short and stumpy cylindrical pods. And for those ones, the machines that take those, you put it in and then you have to look up what kind of pot it is and then choose what water setting you want, like based on how much water you want to run through it, or how much water should be running through it. The cool thing with these pods is the machine reads this barcode. This is a barcode that's like all along the edges of all of these pods, and it says, oh, like that's an Alto coffee, so I know how much water I need to run through for this particular pod, which is really, really neat. They have, you know, these coffees are brewed with more water, these are all brewed with a smaller amount of water, and then you have kind of espressos that, you know, if you're not a huge espresso fan or it's just too strong for you, these ones brew with more water, and then you have your double espresso and your single espresso shot. So we're very excited. Like I said, we used to have one. We weren't using it as much as we were when we had initially bought it, and so we passed it on, and now it feels good to have one again. I really think it's gonna save us a lot of money. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna brew a double espresso over ice, and I am going to mix in the rest of my protein drink that I did not finish this morning. It sounds like I have maybe a third of it left, so I'm gonna mix in that, and I'm definitely gonna add in some heavy whipping cream because this is gonna taste a lot stronger since it's espresso, and I'm gonna enjoy that, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to catch up on my YouTube. I feel like there are so many videos that were uploaded today that I don't even know where to start. Normally I watch a lot of them when I get ready in the morning, but I was talking to y'all and then we flew out the door for the doctor. So that is my plan. And then I will just check in when I eat something next. It might be a snack in a couple hours, or it might be dinner when I'm off of work. Hello friends, it is 8:41. I actually did not have a last class tonight. The person didn't show up. So when that happens, we just have to stay logged in for a certain amount of time, and then we just log out and we still get paid. So it's kind of nice to like wrap it up early and not have to teach a last class. So for dinner tonight, we are having this Taylor Farms Greek chopped salad kit. It does have flatbread chips in it. I left them in though because it's only 3 net carbs for a serving, and that's with the flatbread chips in there. And then we're also having the Real Good Cheese Pizza. This is the cauliflower crust one, and we added our own pepperoni, so I will show you that now. Here's the pizza. This pizza looks legit. This looks like a real pizza. I'm very intrigued to see how this is gonna taste. I'm very curious. And then this is the chopped salad with our green olives and some flatbread chips, and this smells fabulous. So I'm excited to eat because I am hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and say au revoir because I need to get food in my system. Oh, I'm also having a grapefruit LaCroix. I finished that lime LaCroix from earlier, and a margarita because I can. It's delicious. Friends, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it today. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. Y'all know I'm in the comment section all the time. And I have a P.O. box now, guys. I have a P.O. box. It'll be in the description box if you want to send me something. I feel like I'm very like, send me stuff, but that's not what I mean. I just mean like, it's just cool. It's cool to even think that people would want to send me anything, no matter what it is. And now I have a P.O. box, and it's very exciting. It's also kind of, I feel like, for me, like the next step in like the YouTube world. I feel like people that have a decent amount of subscribers have P.O. boxes, and now I'm one of those people, and it just feels cool. It just feels good. So that'll be in the description box as well. And yeah, I will catch you guys on Friday. That is going to be like a Whole Foods haul, kind of like review from a haul that I did about a month ago. I had continually said I was going to do that, like do a review on everything that I got, because I got so many like specialty items, and I had to wait until now because I didn't try the last item until last week. So that will be up on Friday, and then this weekend, I think that's when I'm gonna upload like my bonus video, which is my nighttime skincare routine. So y'all will see that sometime this weekend. And yeah, I will catch you guys when I catch you. Bye, friends.